Chapter 1.11.5 Metrics for Kubernetes System Components. Summary. Kubernetes system components emit metrics in Prometheus format to provide insights into their operation. These metrics can be instrumental in constructing dashboards and alerts. Metrics are accessible through the metrics endpoint, and some components require a flag to enable this. Prometheus server can scrape these metrics for further analysis. Metrics lifecycle transitions from alpha to stable, and eventually, some may become deprecated. Hidden metrics can be accessed using a specific version flag. Metrics for Kubernetes system components. System component metrics offer insights into their operations. They're useful for dashboards and alerts. Kubernetes uses metrics in the Prometheus format, which is readable by people and machines. The Prometheus format is structured plain text, allowing both humans and computers to understand the metrics data easily. Metrics in Kubernetes. This YAML code defines a cluster role named Prometheus, with rules specifying that the non-resource URLs endpoint metrics can be accessed with the HTTP verb get. Metrics can be accessed from the metrics endpoint on the HTTP server. If not available by default, it can be enabled using the bind address flag. Components like Kube Controller Manager, Kube Proxy, and Kube AppServer can have metrics enabled this way. In production, a tool like Prometheus Server can collect these metrics and store them in a time series database. Kubelet also provides metrics via metrics, advisor, metrics, resource, and metrics, probes, each having different lifecycles. With RBAC in clusters, authorization is needed to read metrics, requiring permissions via cluster role for the metrics endpoint. Metric lifecycle. This code snippet defines a metric called sum_counter, which is a counter-type metric. The metric currently has a value of 0, indicating that no counting has been done yet. The comment #help provides a description of the metric, stating that it counts things. The code defines a metric called sum_counter, with a help message that it counts things, indicating it is a counter-type metric. The help message is marked as deprecated since version 1.15.0. The metric currently has a value of 0. Alpha metrics are unstable and can be changed or removed anytime. Stable metrics, however, are reliable and will not be altered or deleted without prior deprecation. Deprecated metrics are marked for eventual removal but can still be utilized until they are completely replaced. Hidden metrics remain usable but are not displayed publicly. Hidden metrics are inaccessible for public scraping, but they remain functional for interested users. One must refer to specific documentation to access them. Deleted metrics are entirely removed and occupy no place in the system for further access. Users can no longer interact with them, as they have vanished from usage capabilities. Stable metrics assure no modification or deletion except with careful deprecation processes. Changes are strictly regulated. In contrast, unstable metrics can fluctuate without notice. To ensure smooth systems, users lean on stable metrics to avoid disruptions and potential pitfalls associated with the unpredictable nature of alpha metrics. Show hidden metrics. Admins can reveal hidden metrics using a command line flag designed as a backup solution for those missing deprecated metrics. This flag, show hidden metrics for version, requires the version specified as major and minor, e.g., X, Y. Only the minor version can be specified, excluding patch versions because the deprecation policy focuses on minor releases. The flag, show hidden metrics for version, only accepts the previous minor version. Metrics hidden in prior versions become visible when admins use this flag. Older versions are not allowed, maintaining policy compliance. Metric A serves as an example, explained with its deprecation timeline. In Release X, N, metric A is deprecated but can be seen by default. In X, N+1, it's hidden unless shown via the flag. By X, N+2, it's removed entirely, unavailable via escape hatch. When upgrading from release 1.12 to 1.13, but still using metric A that's deprecated in 1.12, the flag show hidden metrics equals 1.12 can reveal it temporarily. Ensure you remove dependencies before moving to 1.14. The concept simplifies managing deprecated metrics, ensuring that admins have transition time while ultimately upholding deprecation policies to maintain clean, forward-compatible code projects. Component metrics. The code snippet provides metrics for Google Cloud Platform, GCP, API request duration in seconds for various operations such as listing instances, inserting disks, deleting disks, attaching disks, detaching disks, and listing disks. Each entry specifies the request type, e.g., instance_list, disk_insert, along with the corresponding duration in seconds, allowing administrators to track the performance of these specific operations within the GCP cloud provider. Part 1. **** The Kube Controller Manager metrics offer insights into their performance and health. They cover Go runtime metrics like Go_routine count and specific ones like etcd request or cloud provider API latencies. AWS, GCE, OpenStack. These metrics are vital for assessing cluster health. From Kubernetes 1.7, detailed metrics for storage operations in cloud providers are available, critical for monitoring persistent volume operations, particularly in GCE. Part 2. ****. With Kubernetes version 1.21, the Kube scheduler began providing optional metrics. These metrics relate to the requested resources and limits of running pods, aiding in capacity planning. They assist in identifying resource constraints and comparing actual usage against requests. It's essential for assessing both current needs and historical scheduling efforts. Part 3. ****. The Kube scheduler captures and reports metrics as time series when resource requests or limits for each pod are set. These series are labeled with details like the namespace, pod name, and node. When a pod completes, the related series ceases since scheduling for that pod is over. These metrics help the scheduler manage resources efficiently. Part 4. ****. The primary metrics, Kube_pod_resource_request and Kube_pod_resource_limit, are available at the HTTP endpoint, metrics, resources. Accessing them requires specific authorization similar to other scheduler metrics. Employing the show hidden metrics for version equals 1.20 flag helps reveal these metrics, ensuring efficient resource allocation and usage. Disabling metrics. The command line flag, disabled metrics, can turn off metrics, helping solve performance problems. This works by listing desired metrics you want disabled, e.g., disabled metrics equals metric 1, metric 2. Metric cardinality enforcement. This code snippet is setting rules for metric labels that are allowed to have specific values. The allow metric labels flag is used to define which metric labels and their corresponding values are permitted. This enforces restrictions on the cardinality of metrics by specifying acceptable label values for each metric. This code snippet enforces cardinality for specific metric labels, allowing only certain values for each label. For example, for the metric number_count_metric, the label odd_number can only have values 1, 3, and 5, while the label even_number can only have values 2, 4, and 6. Similarly, for the metric date_gauge_metric. The label, weekend, is restricted to only Saturday and Sunday. The code snippet is defining metrics and their corresponding labels with their allowed values. For example, metric 1 with label 2 inches can have values v1, v2, v3, and metric 2 inches with label 1 can also have values v1, v2, v3. These definitions help enforce the cardinality of the metrics by specifying the allowed label values. Metrics with unbounded dimensions might cause memory issues. The command allow metric labels helps regulate by specifying an allow list of label values for metrics. The alpha stage feature allows mappings in the format less than metric underscore name greater than, less than label underscore name greater than equals less than allowed underscore labels greater than. This list of acceptable label names can be set via CLI or a configuration file. Unexpected categorization during cardinality enforcement is tracked by a meta metric, ensuring only permitted label values are used as per allow list constraints.